Hmm. My
Yeah,
G.
yeah.
Brooklyn in the house was good, my G.
All day long. Brooklyn in the house all day long.
Appreciate you, appreciate you. Let me just get right to it, man. Another episode of the world's fastest growing podcast. We live from Houston, Texas. We got one of the best to do it. I'm from Long Island, New York. I tell people all the time that when it comes down to high school basketball in New York, this is the originator of the high school. Now I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I'm from Long Island. Mike James is my cousin. So
Okay.
Mike James is my cousin. AJ Price is my guy. So we
Shout
used to
out to
argue
Mike
every
James. Yes, sir. I seen you on AJ interview. That
yeah.
was dope.
So we used to argue every day who's better, AJ or Sebastian, because you know we from Long Island and y'all from Brooklyn. Y'all from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is. But yo, we gotta pay homage because hold on. You can hear me, my G?
Y'all got me?
Yeah, you back. But listen,
Yeah. Nah, AJ was representing for sure. AJ was
yeah.
representing for sure. And you gotta salute him. He one of the dudes that came from the grassroots of NYC and he went to the league. You know what I'm saying? He got his jersey. He played in the league. So salute to AJ.
And he from Long Island. We from Amityville, so we gotta put that out there. He from
Facts.
Amityville.
I already know. I already know up the belt. Man, y'all ain't far from the Allen.
Yeah, but I gotta say to you, like you like the originator of everything that people see right now. For the people that don't know, like you was the originator of all that, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear that, how does that make you feel, my G?
I don't know. but, I tell you the truth. At first, when I was still playing, I really didn't feel nothing. Tell you the truth, when people used to say that to me, I didn't have the effect of what through the fire meant for the culture and all that. But today, I kind of, it kind of makes me feel good. It kind of let people know that I put my stamp on this thing. A couple of dudes be trying to leave me out the story and all that type of shit. But we definitely put our stamp on it, did our thing, we represented for New York. And we did ten in the big league. So, what more you want?
That's a fact. Do you think New York will ever get back to like that New York NYC basketball with people outside in the park? It's just like people going from park to park. I remember that era. G, you think it will ever get back to like New York would be like that basketball city?
I think New York is still a basketball city. I think it's still the mecca. We got a lot of tournaments going on these last couple of summers. See my guy Chris Gotti, he's sanctioning the street basketball right now, making sure guys start getting paid. We've been having a big classic out here in Coney Island with Whitehead and Lance. So it's a lot of basketball being played, but it's definitely will never be like it was in the '90s, early 2000s. The hoop dreams was definitely still super lit at that time. I don't see it getting back to that, and I don't see a reason for it to be the same like it was in the '90s and early 2000s.
You coming up in high school, going to Lincoln, man, legendary high school. Who's some of the guys that gave you like the toughest? It seemed like no, it seemed like you ain't have an issue with nobody though, like when you was in high school. But who's some
Nah,
of the
well, I played. You gotta remember, I went and played against everybody. I played against Raymond Felton. I played against Demarcus Nelson. We traveled. I made sure I had Gary Irvin there. I had Quincy Doovie,
mm,
Taquan Dean. There was so many dudes that I had to go through to get to where I got. It's crazy during that time. But AJ was tough. I know AJ your guy,
back?
but AJ was tough because AJ was able to shoot the ball when we
Yeah,
was
yeah,
real young. Like
yeah.
he had that jump off the rip. I believe first time we played against each other maybe in IAC.
Okay.
And we went at it. But yeah. So New York is lit, man. We got so many players. We could talk for 1,000 years how many players I played against out here. But a lot of respect to them dudes Facts. Street ballers, dudes that was playing in high school, dudes that was playing in All-American camp. I played against everybody, so I don't want to leave nobody out. But I've been through a lot of battles out there.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I live in Houston, Texas now, right? And like Mike out here, Skip is out here, High Five, Reggie Freeman out here, and they be trying to let us have it out here. They be like, New York is done. Like, y'all can't bring it back. Like, we go back and forth with dudes every single day about New York basketball, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's good to see St. John back. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like nobody don't understand like the culture of New York basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's like tell them about the culture of New York
It was
basketball, man.
it's his own world. Tell you the truth, New York City basketball was his own world. Between all the high school rivalries, between all the dudes that came before, talking about I'm going back to the Bernard Kings and all of the Marburys. It's so many dudes that came through that just like laid the foundation for New York. That yeah, it took 20, 30 years for the rest of the country to catch up, because them dudes there was a landslide during that time. So yeah, we represented. Shout out to New York.
I want to talk about some current basketball stuff. I'm gonna get back to you later.
Facts.
Um, Carmelo's son didn't make the All American team. Top player in New York. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of basketball. The top player from New York not to make the McDonald's All American team. What's your thoughts about that, yo?
That don't make no sense. Me and my cousin was talking about that 2 days ago or whatever when the report came out, and I was like, he didn't make the McDonald's game. Like I thought this is where you advertise the best players and the upcoming talent. To not have them in the game, it's like somebody like myself. It makes me like I'm gonna watch the game, but I'm not as intrigued
Yeah,
to watch the game because this is one of the times we've been watching this kid train. We've been watching him play in high school. This is one of the times we're gonna see him on the dance floor with the rest of the talent at the same time. And I'm like, y'all don't got him there. Like, but good, good. So now he know what he got to go do next year. He got to continue his work. So that's good that he's facing that right now. Nothing's going to be given to him, and he's been working, so he knows nothing's going to be given to him. But he should definitely feel a way about not playing in the McDonald's game. He don't get a McDonald's jersey. You the top dog. It's
yo,
not too many people. I know it'd be a lot of basketball talk, but it's not too many people that got that McDonald's jersey. It's crazy, and
and he
he's
the
supposed to
top
have one.
and he the top player in New York State, yo. He's considered the top player in New York State right now, and he's not a McDonald's All American. That's like, I don't know if that's like politics. You think that's politics or just like
If it
something
was
something?
politics, he would be at the game, even if he didn't deserve to be at the game. So it ain't
Okay.
politics. I don't know what it is. What I don't know what sneakers he wear.
What do you
I'm
wear?
sure he's with Jordan, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if
I think he
got to do with the sneaker companies, the agents. I
mhm.
don't know. I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know how the NIL, I don't know how the money working. I don't know what's going on right now. But I know he's supposed to be out there
That's
for sure.
crazy.
That kid play like a pro. His
Yeah,
moves and how he
fact.
moves.
Yeah.
Oh man, scary.
Yo, let's go back. Let's go back to y'all All American game. Shout out to my boy Jr. Earl Smith. That's one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all All American class was retardedly crazy. Like Dwight Howard, Jr. Smith. Was Josh Smith in that game?
Yep, Josh Smith was with us.
Was Al Jefferson in that game?
Now Jefferson.
You got the famous quote. Like we all seen this quote a million times. Your country, your country, your country, your country. You know what I'm saying?
Country
Take us
boy.
back to that time. Yeah, take us back to that time. Your All American game.
Like I said about Carmelo's son missing this game right here. This is the first time when I'm getting to go up against the rest of the top, players in the country, and I'm getting around just to see, their character, their personality. And I was like, these some country boys. They nice. That ain't I wasn't saying they didn't have game. I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
they country. They come from a different place. They speak different to me. But I was taking their slang and I was taking their moves and stuff like that. And to the country boy thing, I want to give a shout out to my man Travis Outlaw.
okay.
Travis Outlaw, he from the middle of the country.
Oh,
And when
outlaw. Yeah.
I got drafted to Portland, right? And we get on the plane and we about to go play in our first summer league game. And they sit us next to each other because he just got drafted the year before. And he like, hey Baz. I looked up, I said, what's up? He like, listen to this. And he took his headphones off and he put the headphones on me. And I'm like, who's this? He said, that's Lil Wayne. And I'm like, I know Lil Wayne just from like the Hot Boys, but I don't know like, his catalog during the time,
Yeah.
right? He put Lil Wayne on, and I was like, that shit changed my life. I brought Lil Wayne back to Coney Island. You know what I'm saying? Messing with the country boys. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that I got from them also. So I was having fun when I was calling everybody country boys. That's a fact.
Yo, that let me because I want to know this. Did you just know you was going straight to the league? I know you're supposed to go to Louisville. When did you realize, like, because I know me and JR mad cool. So JR was like, yo, right after that game, JR was like, I'm going to the league. That's my son. You know what I'm saying? But when did you realize you wanted to go to the league? Did you have your mind made up after the game as well?
I'm not going to lie. At no point I had intentions on going to college unless I was forced
Ooh,
to.
ooh,
The NBA would have had to come and say, we definitely not drafting you, so you may as well go to college. Then I would have thought about it.
damn. So you wasn't going to touch the Louisville campus.
No. Wow.
Nah, son. Like I could dig it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I'm really oldest son. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know me as Stephon cousin. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, like, even the political stuff that's going on in the world right now today, right? In 2025. I'm sitting there watching all this modern day slavery, you know what I'm saying, that they showing us with the Doge and all that. And I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't a part of that. Like I missed I missed two different types of slaveries. I missed the slavery when they had us in them shackles, and I
Mm-hmm.
missed that college, you know what I'm saying? And not to even make it like a, bitchy type of conversation, but like, yeah, no, they just starting to pay the kids. They was gonna go over there, they was gonna make a $1 billion off of me. They get me in that school for 2, 3 years. How much money they make?
Crazy. That's crazy.
So I'm more, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I didn't go to college. I ain't gonna lie to you. But not saying that college wouldn't have helped me. Not saying that college don't offer great things for kids. I'm not opposed to that. I'm saying for me and my situation and for who I am and all I'm no. I'm glad I didn't go to college to play basketball. I didn't need to.
What you no 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 your rookie year, yo. I know you got drafted by Portland. Give me like your welcome to NBA moment. Like, and what's the first thing you went and bought when you got that bread?
My welcome to the NBA moment.
Welcome to the NBA.
Um Welcome to the NBA moment. Good question. You talking about as far as life, or you talking about on the court?
It could be it could be the court. It could be life. Like the reason I'm in Houston because my cousin Mike got traded to the Rockets, so I used to hang out with my cousin Mike James all the time. So I've seen everything, and him being in the NBA, I kind of experienced being in the NBA my entire life. So I had a
Okay.
wonderful life, my G.
So you
I
know
ain't
the
gonna
ins and
front,
outs. Okay,
yo.
that's what's up.
Life has been great, like you know what I
So
mean?
I'll
Like,
say this. I'll say this. My rookie year, I got to play against Reggie Miller.
okay,
Right? Reggie Miller had 41 points. Right? And Reggie Miller is a Hall of Famer. He's like one of them guys. Like he's like an action figure when it comes to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He sits on that. You know what I'm saying? Pedestal with Magic Johnson, all those guys. If you was watching basketball in the '90s as a kid, like I was, you know what I'm saying? And being in New York City, him playing against the Knicks and all that type of stuff. When I got to play against Reggie Miller, my first year, when we was on the court going back and forth, I felt like I had an out of body experience. I was like, oh shit, like you're not there no more. Like you're here right now, and that's when it really sunk into me.
what was the craziest thing you purchased, yo? I mean, my cousin. You always bring up my cousin because we from, like I said, we from Long Island. My cousin went and bought a Maserati, and I remember he gave it to me, dropped it off to me. Yo, man, yo, was a great
I went and
time,
did.
yo.
I went and did. I went. Yeah, it's a great time. We could look at it like that. But yeah, I went and did all that, all that Maseratis. I had all
Yo,
of that. Yeah, I could ask everybody. I was one of the first people in New York with a Maserati
word.
Quattroporte. I remember I paid one
Quadruple,
hundred
yeah, the
twenty-five
quadruple.
thousand dollars for that car. That was so stupid.
And you know what's
And
crazy?
gave it to my. I ended up giving it to my brother. He ended up giving it to one of our friends in the neighborhood, and they crashed it. Yeah, so we bought Maseratis, but I don't know. Craziest purchase? I don't know. I don't know. You have a good time. You have a good time when you come from where we come from and you make that
That's a
money. So
fact.
shit, I had a good time. I don't know. But what's funny is one of my best experience with the money is all the way when I was playing in China, which is
Okay.
10 years after I was in the NBA, to
10
tell
years
you the
later.
truth.
Yeah.
When I was in China,
Yeah.
it was and I was in China and we was it was my first year there, and you got to get a visa to play in China. So when I first got
Mm-hmm.
there, they give you a visa, and they not sure if you're gonna make the playoffs or you're gonna be one of the guys that don't stay. So they give you like a 4 month, 5 month visa. So when we got to the 5 month mark, and I'm dogging them, I'm into the playoffs. They sent me to Hong Kong to get my visa renewed, right? And I'm staying
Okay.
at the Hyatt in downtown Hong Kong, right? It's a mall attached to it. That's the first time I went in a mall and like spent $50,000 on myself, like just going swipe, 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 swipe. The whole time I was in the NBA, I ain't never do that. Like, like just at one time I bought shit for that much money, but not like just going crazy like that. Not carrying the Louis Vuitton sweater was 2,000. I bought a ostrich blue Louis Vuitton book bag for
Word,
five
word, word,
thousand.
word, word.
I was there for like 5 months. It was the first time I ain't spent money for like 5 months. I was over there just banking, 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 banking. And when I went to that mall, whatever that mall was, I went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. So we had our experiences. I don't really. I'm glad you asked that because I never really explain. I never really talk about shit like that because I really don't care about that. And I come from a
Yeah.
big family. Saying it was a lot of us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it took me some
Yeah.
time to be able to just go crazy like I see most dudes do. But I definitely did my thing. I untouched
Yo,
everything.
I want to ask you this because, like, I hang out with my cousin Mike, so I'm like his little cousin, but like I'm with him all the time, and I see what he used to go through with the cousins. All our other cousins was calling for money, the friends was calling for money. How is it being an NBA player, and you got the family calling you, you got the cousins calling you, and it's like you don't want to say no, but at the same time, it's like you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. Like, how is that?
Um, when you young, it can be a little difficult because you dealing with adults. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really when you 18 years old, you don't understand what an adult is really going through, even if they explaining it to you, right? But you go through that. That's regular shit. But when you get to be an adult, you realize whether you got $1 million or $100. If you black, somebody's asking somebody for money. Like we all go through that in America. And I know you got some
That's a
people that's
fact.
just wealthy and they just not common and nobody asks them for shit. But I've been around my friends and I see their family call them like, yo, send me $40. And so I'm like, we all go through that no matter what. But when you're a kid, you just thinking, everybody asking me because I got $1 million. You feel me? So it's kind of frustrating. So you gotta grow up a little bit, tell you the truth. Um, and I'm just like, if I got the money, I'm passing it. I'm gonna pass it. I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah, I'm like that too, though.
You got to
Like my
pass
family's
it.
called.
That's
Yeah,
what make it fun. That's what make it fun.
yeah.
And I did my thing. I made a couple of dollars, but I ain't really get the real big bag. I don't really know the experience if I was making 10, 15, 20 million dollars in 1 year in the NBA. That probably would have changed my experience a little bit also.
What you think about the fashion in the NBA right now, man? Because
The
it's more
fashion.
it's more the fashion right now. How the dudes is dressing. They
They welcome. Tell them all them guys y'all welcome. Like y'all welcome. Thank you. And shout out my guy Rashad McCants over there with Gil on Gil Arenas. Gil asked him, who's the fashion dude around the NBA he's around, and he gave me my props. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely into the fashion coming from New York. And being with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
If you with Adidas, you gonna be buying a lot of Louis Vuitton. I tell you that, because they pay, but they ain't got shit for you to wear. You feel me?
Oh, what?
So you don't notice how much Louis Vuitton James Harden wear?
Oh, you
You
right.
He do like
Yeah,
Louis Vuitton,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
because he's with Adidas.
Okay,
He
okay.
got more Louis Vuitton than LeBron.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Speaking of,
Braun 30-40% of the time, Braun could throw his Nike shit on and still be fresh.
yeah, that's a
You ain't throwing no,
fact. Yeah, Nike
you not
definitely.
throwing no Adidas shit on and being fresh, man. But by this time I would have been designing for them, so they shit still off.
Yo, the LeBron situation. I gotta go into that, man. What's your take? How would you have handled the Stephen A. Smith situation with LeBron? Like, you think LeBron? You know LeBron. You think LeBron should have waited to after the game, or he probably should have hit his jack or call Rich Paul and be like, "Yo, let me talk to you." Blah 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 blah. How you take that situation?
You ever been in a supermarket and you seen somebody uh doing something with their kid and somebody else say something and they turn around and be like, "You don't shut your ass up about my child." I kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel that way. Like he talking about his child, so it kind of mind my business, right? That's one response I would say, right? But since we podcasting and we talking shit, um, I don't think Braun should have did that. I'm not saying he right or wrong, but I don't think he should have did that because I feel like Braun been very strategic his whole entire career, like from day one. Like they had a plan, you know what I'm saying? So that's off the plan, if you ask me. Like you've
Yeah,
been
I was surprised.
strategic in all your movements. It's off the plan going starting confrontation with Stephen A. Smith. Like I don't know. I don't know. But
I was.
I mean, if
I
I'm
was.
sitting there, I'm Braun, I got a Billy, my son is sitting there, and I like I said on Vlad, like I like that LeBron did that like that. I like that KD just up and left. I like that Braun left Cleveland because it's so many guys that go through the NBA that never have no leverage to do anything like that. So as one of their peers, when I see one of my peers do that, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. That's leverage. I'm seeing somebody, do what they supposed to do. So when Braun is confused with seeing people hate on that. That's a fact. You see them do how they do us however they want to do us.
Yeah,
So
I ain't never seen
this
LeBron.
this man been absolutely perfect his whole career.
That's a
If
fact.
LeBron, listen, if LeBron was doing anything else in any other field, now I ain't talking sports, or maybe a different room in sports, LeBron would have $20 billion. LeBron would have $100 billion. LeBron would have had $1 billion exactly 15 years ago. If he was doing anything else as good as he's doing, for as strategic, as great. So I don't know. You got all the way there. I wouldn't be saying shit to nobody, but just be chilling. You ain't say nothing to my wife. You ain't say nothing directly to my son.
Fact.
I'll just be like telling my son they hating. Watch us. Go bust their ass, Bronny. That's it.
Um, I'm gonna throw a name. I'm gonna throw a couple names and tell me what you think about the situation. Um, Kyrie Irving.
Greatness. Wizard. Kyrie, a leader. A leader. That's how I look at Kyrie. I just like Kyrie message. I like that he got the time to grow and become who he is, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get stuck in the basketball world, which is fine. I ain't mad at nobody stuck in the basketball world, but as a man, you're not going to be the same person you was at 21. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you become 35. So I'm happy to see Kyrie grow and go for the things that he want, and I'm happy to see him as successful. Like I look at Kyrie like people like, yo, I thought I could make it because I seen you, Bassy. I'm like, bro, I still think I could do anything in this world because I'm watching somebody like Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like his greatness and what he's doing, the amount of money that he was able to make playing basketball. Kyrie is the fucking goat, like super
That's
goat.
a fact. That's a fact. Next name is Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, he's a smart dude. He's a killer. Jimmy Butler's a killer. He's a killer.
Yeah, he seemed like what's kind of dope because I remember Jimmy, because Jimmy ages my cousin Michael aged, Bernie Lee. Shout out to Bernie. So I remember it seemed like Jimmy got what he wanted. Do you feel like nowadays in the league you could kind of get what you want? You couldn't do that back in the day.
You could do it back in the day, but you just had to have the balls. And back in the day, was it, you know what I'm saying? Dudes didn't really have the balls or the leverage. But these guys is making different kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Like our superstars in the 90s, outside of maybe a handful of them, like they was looking at their bank account looking at maybe $20 million. You know what I'm saying? These dudes now looking at 200. So looking at 20 million, you like, hold on, let me shut up. You know what I'm saying? Looking at 200, you like, nah, I don't like that. You treating me wrong. So
Yeah, the money's crazy.
I think the money got a lot to do with it.
Yeah, the money's definitely crazy nowadays. To stay on today's game, what you honestly think about today's game? Do you think the players are more skilled? Do you think the players are just better? You think I know the game was way more physical back in the day, but like we ain't the old dudes that's like hating, but like what you think about today's game just overall?
I think it's missing the the veteran player is definitely missing. You can see in Detroit they went and got a couple of guys and they better off. And you can see the guys that have guys that have been in the league 8, 9 years, they're just better teams, point blank. So they kicked out a lot of the veteran players that would make these young talented teams like a completely different team just by having them on the team. So I think the NBA is missing that. Other than that, I'm loving what I'm seeing in the NBA. Tell you the
Okay.
truth, I'm seeing a lot of pure talent
So you still
that I
watch basketball? You still watch basketball?
do. I still watch basketball,
Yeah, like you still
bro.
watch the
I wish I could stop watching basketball.
all right,
You know, I got
all right.
I got a whole political take on this that we won't even go there with basketball. But I love basketball. I'm like, come on, I'm bleeding that blue and orange right now with them Knicks right now. We got to get my guy Brunson back, and everything gonna be Gucci.
You think the Knicks got a shot to take it this year?
At a chip,
Yeah.
not this year, maybe next year. Think we're gonna add one
Okay.
more player. We need one more year to be together, and we need OG to stay healthy.
Okay. What city did you enjoy playing in the most?
The team I enjoy playing with the most,
I'm gonna say what city?
probably
What city?
City, definitely Phoenix, definitely Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix is dope. Yeah,
Phoenix is
Phoenix is
definitely
dope. Phoenix.
a vibe. You got good weather. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you see guys go to Phoenix, Phoenix is struggling a little bit because they getting everybody best game. When you in
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, it's warm. It feels like LA. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is it
it's
better than
just lit.
Miami? Is it better than Miami? You think?
Sheesh. I had a couple of nights in Miami better than every night in the whole time in NBAs. But yeah, I enjoyed. I never played in Miami, but to play in Phoenix was definitely luxury playing in that weather and also having a good team playing with Grant Hill, Steve Nash, and them dudes.
Shout out to Phoenix. Yo, I see you just on D Howard joint. Shout out to Dwight Howard. And I always tell people I think he got robbed of the top 75. Um, and I know he's a classmate of yours, but like let the world know how dope Dwight Howard like really like was, man.
He wasn't part of
Like,
the top 75.
nah, he ain't make it, G.
That's
He
crazy.
yes, you ain't know that, son?
Nah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
he ain't make it. Like how Dwight Howard, Dwight Howard was like my top 5. Like
Yo,
to me,
all I could say is he dominated. But you know, people got short memory, bro. Like people
mm-hmm.
have short memory. Like I had to go look at Brandon Jennings numbers. Like I had to go because he was talking shit about Drew Holiday, and I'm looking at Brandon Jennings numbers, and I'm like, he got the right to be talking shit. So we got a
Yeah,
short memory because
yeah,
he
Brandon
was
was
out
killing
there
for
dogging. I'm looking at his numbers. I'm like, off the rip, 16-7, 17-8, 19-6. But I'm like, oh shit, Brandon Jennings don't get hurt. He would have had a great career.
yeah, he was talking. Him and Jeff Teague just got into it. So I think Jeff Teague had said something about him, and BJ went back at him. You know what I mean? But like I think Brandon Jennings was better than Jeff Teague though. That's just me. Like Jeff Teague was
Oh
nice.
man,
I don't
those
know.
are those are two dudes that play a certain way that I super respect. Because you could have been talking about two other superstars, but they play a different way. I would have been like, nah, I'll bust their ass. But them two dudes, those are killers right there. They could play in any era. They could dribble, shoot, pass. Them dudes are killers. Got moves. But Brandon Jennings and Teague, who better? I tell you what, Teague is top two NBA podcasters right now. If you ask me, when it comes to telling stories,
Mm. Who's top
I
one?
enjoy watching Teague
I just thought
tell stories. I enjoy. Shout out
I
to
just thought his
520
homeboys.
podcast. What you
Yeah,
said?
he got his homeboys up there.
You
That's
got
why.
yeah, they doing their thing. So I definitely say he's winning on that. But those are two killers. The Brandon Jennings was so nice though. Like, jeez. Out of high school, Trendsetter went overseas.
Yeah, he
Oh
started it.
man.
Yo,
Oh
but yo,
man.
you know what's
Yo,
crazy though, G?
hold on, I want to stick on Brandon Jennings because this dude is cut from the same cloth as I, and I gotta let people elaborate to kind of see because he was like, yo, I came into the rookie workouts 500,000 on me with the Louis
Ooh.
Vuitton book bag. I know y'all lost already, right? So I say that to say like, because me and my brother we be having this conversation. And he be saying like the money don't mean nothing in the NBA. I'm like that shouldn't mean everything in the NBA.
Nah, that's
Are
mean a
you
lot.
tripping?
Nah.
Do you hear what he said? I already knew I was gonna bust y'all ass because I had the 500,000 already. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I'm cut from that same cloth. You know what I'm saying? That he went out there, he would have been killing. He got his money, he would have been killing. He stayed healthy. So shout out to Brandon Jennings. But him and T, they could still run that one right now though. Keep it a band.
Nah, that money do mean something in the league though. I've been around it. I used to see how KG used to act when Mike played with the Timberwolves. KG used to be like, yo, y'all already know what I'm making. He used to talk like that, G.
Yeah,
Like,
look, don't do that shit right there regular in the NBA now. Making
yeah,
20 a
man.
year. Stephen was making 20 a year, right? I thought that shit was all the money in the world. These dudes making
Yeah,
50, 60s, about to go to 80, 90 a year. Do you know if you make 20 a year, so 20 a year, you bring home what, 12 million? You understand?
that's crazy.
You making 60 million a year, you still bring home 40 of them.
That's that's crazy.
It's a whole different. It's a whole different ball game, bro. It's a whole
Do you
different
think
ball game.
why do you think? I mean, they're making more bread. Why do you think the ratings are down? Ratings are super down right now, my G.
I gotta see that, but I think I blame the
You don't
ratings
wait,
on
wait. You
YouTube.
don't believe it? You don't believe the
I
ratings are down?
blame it on. Yeah, I do because I'm watching,
Okay.
and I'm not even hooked on ball like everybody else is, and I'm watching. So shit. But YouTube,
Okay.
dude, just going to YouTube, and watching the highlights and
Facts.
going through. And it's not like highlights like when I was playing in the league and they
Yeah.
shows you three plays from each team. Oh, I wish I was playing today's game just for that. Cause I'm like, damn, they got every possession on YouTube every night. Right? Because in my career, it's so many nights I was out there feeling great. And I'm like, damn, I gotta go find that game.
Yeah.
Not today.
Now
You're not
every
missing nothing today.
yeah.
If you catch if you catch somebody like oh man, some of these moves I'm seeing, I said, oh shit. I seen Shea do a move the other day
Ooh.
where he hesitated, threw it one way, came back and crossed. Me and my cousin, I've been looking for me playing against the Lakers. I believe it's my first year or second year. And I got Sasha Vujacic on the top of the key. And I go straight at him. I drop the ball, same move, and cross his ass, hit the jumper. I said, oh, I did that shit 15 years ago. If you was playing in today's day, that shit would be on YouTube right now, highlighted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Everything. It's so crazy.
I think that's sorry. I think that's playing it's having an effect on the ratings a little bit because they know they're gonna still
Okay.
see the result, and you still gonna see each and every highlight. So you know it's not as important to tune in.
So let me ask you this, Bassy. The NBA right now. Give me your MVP. Give me an MVP for this year, because I know you want. Give me an MVP, and give me
I
your
want
top 5.
I want to give it to Shea.
Ooh.
Um, I want to give it to Shea because that's what the NBA, that's what everyone's talking about. My MVP this year might be Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, when I'm watching the
Word?
game, yes, when I'm watching the game, that boy been crazy. But nah, let's keep it official. Shea is definitely the MVP this year, right?
Okay.
But do not put him and Jokic numbers together. Don't put him and Joker numbers together. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do
Why
that.
you say not to do that though? Because like,
Just don't do that. Let's don't do that. Don't do that. Let's
alright.
give it to Shea because he out there dogging dudes. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give it to Shea. Do not put their numbers together though. Don't do that. If you
So
put their numbers together, Joke is gonna get it. And all that number one in the seed and all that shit, that's not gonna make a difference, bro. Because if this was any other time, it's been dudes average 30 and 6. You know what I'm saying? How Shea is doing. A triple double again.
Nah, Jokic is tough though, man. He doing like
If Carl Anthony Towns had a same year as Jokic right now, no one Shea didn't have a chance to win the MVP. That's all I can tell you.
okay, okay, okay.
This if he did the same exact numbers, if he was averaging whatever what you averaging 28, 13, and 11.
Man, I don't like Joker though, man. I just don't like that team, man. Like Shea just smooth with it. He don't talk a lot. He just, you know what I'm saying?
It's the aura. Shea is the man. He's the
Yeah, so
man.
he
And then
doing
you talked
stuff like
about fashion.
yeah,
You talked about fashion. He's definitely one of the new trendsetters when it comes
oh
to the
yeah.
fashion. I don't really be agreeing with everything these dudes be wearing, but I love his sneakers that he's came out with Converse. Those are fire. You know what I'm saying? He got. I respect the aura for sure.
What you think about this Anthony Edwards situation?
With him
And
not want to be the face or what?
just yeah, him not wanting to be the face. It was also like it was a clip out the other day. You know, I'll be on TV, and his mom's a young man wanted to get his sneakers, and the moms won't let him get the sneakers because she was saying Anthony Edwards don't take care of his child. He got a little situation going on with his chick.
I seen
Did you
the
see that?
same thing. I seen that. Anthony, I don't know. I don't know the situation, and I'm also not 21 years old no more. So when I was 21, I would have been like, man, he wrong. But when you 39 and you know what I'm saying, you got your own baby mamas, I'm sure that baby is going to be financially taken care of. Like I didn't make 10% of the money this kid made, and literally last month I had to give my big kid's $500,000,
Damn.
literally out of my account, $500,000, and the government got 128,000, right? No, 178,000. Sorry, but so them kids gonna be taken care of. So him not wanting to deal with the girl, he don't want to deal with her. Like I respect him being a man in today's age because it'd be a lot of simp shit going on, and I respect him being a man and not putting his tail between his legs, worried about what everybody gonna say. He was, I don't know, but he probably didn't want to have no baby by her. You know my situation, shorty. You know I'm up 300. But then again, I want to tell him like no one cares. Like he thinking like we care and we like people care. Like, I'm not. Let me not speak about him. Let me say athletes are people of that stature. Nobody cares. So don't be, try to do what's morally right. I know you don't want a baby by shorty, but if the baby's already here, that's your baby. That baby is gonna love you. You should love the baby, and don't worry about that money. And definitely don't worry about what we thinking. You understand what I'm saying? We don't care. You take care of your baby. You got a baby mother over there, and you doing your thing on the court. We gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what could have transpired for him to come out and say I don't want nothing to do. You know what
Man,
I'm saying? Unless it was one of them things where he woke up and don't even remember Shorty being up on the D. then that's different.
Yo,
That's different. He woke up. He woke up like then
yo,
that's
son.
different. But no one cares. We gonna love you no matter what. Anthony Edwards, go take care of your baby, do your thing. It's what's up, man. Like a lot of people go through shit like that. Don't be trying to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, stay right with God, but don't try to be perfect for us. Don't try to be perfect for Adidas. Fuck Adidas. Fuck is you talking about?
Facts.
And he should know he signed with Adidas. Some of this type of shit was gonna be popping up. If you with Adidas, you're getting the Adidas effect. You understand? I was Tiger Woods before I got with fucking Adidas. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yo,
that he gotta just take that. You with Adidas, bro. So you got your baby mothers. No one cares. You still that man. We still love you. Go get you a championship. You are the face of the NBA because we telling you the face of the NBA. You know
yeah,
what I'm
he don't want to
saying?
be the face though. He's like, yo, I don't want to be like.
No, you are
He's so nice.
you are the face. We don't care if you don't want to be the face. Nope,
He's so nice
we
though.
love you. Nope, we love you as a player. Nope. We could tell you came from the mud. You represent all of us. So I don't care if you don't want to represent us. You're doing a great job doing it. We're not frowning upon him because of his situation. Take care of your baby and they move on, bro. Go have you some more. You got all that
Yo,
money. Go have a bunch of kids.
yo, let me ask you this, yo. What advice would you give these young dudes about chicks in
Don't
the
have no kids. To don't have no kids.
NBA? What advice would you give them about like chicks? I didn't play in the NBA, but like I said, my cousin Mike James played, so I was around it. Like it was so many chicks around. Yo, I've had a wonderful life, my G. I ain't gonna front, like for real. But what advice? And I wasn't making no millions. But what advice would you give these dudes? Because it seemed like now that these dudes are like, it seemed like they easy to like get lured into. I see the Zion Williamson situation, him with Shorty, and I don't know. It just seemed like back in the day, dudes was getting caught up like that with these chicks. It seemed
No,
like the era was different.
you just didn't hear about it. You just didn't hear about
Oh,
it. Now,
word?
the,
So that
N-
was happening?
the NBA has been bad with women. Nine out of 10 dudes get divorced.
I know. I see it right now.
All right.
Like I'm
So
seeing
if
it.
you know that, then you know like shit is lit. Nine
It's
out of 10
crazy
NBA
though.
players get divorced. So
What?
I say it like this. This is one of the things that the NBA should do, right? You see how they got the practice facility?
Mm-hmm.
They should build out some condominiums behind 1,500, 2,000 square feet each. And when you sign with a team, you can go stay in the team's facility. There's no need for you to go sign with a team, go get a house and all that stuff like that if you're a rookie, right? So if you could kind of keep them in that college environment a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it's free to the player. Let it come out of your escrow or something like that. But and kind of protect the players in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can be lucky enough to not come in with a girlfriend, like you, that's a win right there for you. If you could be lucky enough to not have a girlfriend by the time you get your first contract with 5 years, that's a win for you. The woman, it's just like it's very tricky. It's very tricky, bro. These niggas sitting there with $50 million. Everybody
Yo,
trying to catch a lick.
I don't see why. I don't like I said. I got peoples in the league. I don't understand why dudes be married to the NBA and then as soon as they leave the NBA they get divorced. I'm like, son, why did you should have got married after you played in the league?
Bro,
That's the
I
craziest
don't
thing in the
know
world.
why
That's
I
the
got married, bro. But listen, it's hard. They gonna be on your bumper. You gotta be sharp, bro. You gotta be sharp to like completely dodge it. Completely dodge it. You gotta be sharp. You gotta be sharp. I definitely should have dodged mine for sure. It was no need for me to be married. Let her soak up all your fresh. Nah, it's supposed to be focused on ball, having them beg to come to the crib in and out, get your money up, not focusing on a girl. You know what I'm saying? Because I say this, you got to set your life that's best for you to be the best player that you can be. You know what I'm saying? So a female, 90% of the things that you need to be the best player, a female don't even have it for you. It don't come
mm,
from a female. You
okay.
understand what I'm saying? So you got to set up the other 90% before you even let the 10% come in and be a part of, you know what I'm saying, the situation. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your trainers. You got to be eating right. You know, the LeBron report. LeBron got his own trainer right there with him. You know what I'm saying? He got his own staff. He eating right. He's 90%. This is set up for basketball. Having
Mm-hmm.
having the female, she ain't got nothing to do with the court. So all she can do is distract you, especially off the rip. So I don't know. Some dudes get lucky with the right girl, but nah, bro. If you
Yo, the
young,
ratio is crazy though. Like
nine out of
I see what he meant.
10, 9 out of 10, bro. 9 out of 10. That's retarded.
I see what he mind going through right now. I see what he mind. He mind just officially got divorced from Tiana Taylor, and it just he just be like, damn,
Mm,
like you know what I'm saying?
I can't
It's
believe
like,
he's how he let them like listen, man. I got done dirty too, but I ain't let them do all of that. I wasn't sitting there complying with none of that. I'm like, nah. I can't believe I'm not laughing at him. I just like I'm hurting for him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't but then again, they both made money, so I don't really know
yeah,
what the situation is. They both
yeah.
made money.
I think
So
it's
we see the breakdown, but I don't know. She probably bought some of that shit.
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. So yo, who you got winning the chip this year? I ain't gonna keep that much. Who you got winning the chip this year?
It's gonna be hard to beat Boston, and you see Porzingis just got back. It's gonna be hard to beat Boston. It's gonna be hard. They bench come in between Pritchard and White shooting all them goddamn threes. It's gonna be hard to beat them. Hard
So you
to
got
beat.
winning it.
I do not like Boston. Let's put that out there.
Oh yeah,
I don't deal with
you played in
Boston.
Boston too.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Boston, right? And I know you got the Boston podcast of former players that do their thing with Boston. Like I don't fuck with Boston. You feel me at all? So I'm not rooting for Boston. I'm hoping Boston lose. Let's keep it a band. But the chances of Boston losing this year slim to none. Tatum the best player in
Who,
the NBA this year.
who in the West? Who in the West can give Boston a run?
Who would give Boston a real run right now? OKC.
Yeah, I like Golden State, yo. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I don't know why I think Golden State gonna do something, yo.
I don't see Golden State bench being able to keep. I don't see a role
Yo,
players keeping up with Boston's role players. I don't see it.
you, you think OKC could beat Golden State in a 7-game series?
You got me banned against Steph Curry now, bro. Why you got
Yo,
me on here wilding?
I could really see Golden State beating OKC, yo. I don't know why.
Uh,
I could see them beating them in
pro-
7 games,
if
yo.
no, nah, but you want to give
Yo,
Shea the MVP. You want to give Shea the MVP. That's why I said
son,
don't put them numbers side by side. That's
like,
why
I
I
just feel
said that.
like if Jimmy Butler beat Jimmy Butler with Steph and Draymond, yeah, I feel like Golden State is tough, man. I don't know. I
Now
think they got one more
we
in.
gonna revisit that one, but I'm telling you, I'll be watching the games, and when you don't really focus on, I forget who just beat Boston. They got a couple of losses these last couple of weeks, but somebody just beat them last week. You have to focus on all their role players. Like don't Tatum in them, they're gonna beat them. But if you let their role players just be running around shooting open threes, you're gonna be down 20 before you know it. And not too many teams is like that. There's not too many teams that's like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't leave their role players roaming. And then when you got Porzingis coming up the middle of the floor shooting them threes, everything is wide open right now. So I don't
That's a
know.
fact.
I ain't a Boston fan. I'm rooting against Boston. To the Boston, KG, Perk, all of them Boston. Nah. But they definitely gonna be the champs this year.
Give me give me your top 5 NBA players of all time before we get up out of here.
Now let's just get out of here. I don't care about the top five and all that because that conversation, like, I don't want that. I want it to be more greatness in all of us. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see a bunch of black men going through the NBA, making a bunch of money and building empires. You know what I'm saying? In their communities and building empires for their families and all that. We keeping a lot of people down by making a conversation about is these people here and everybody there. Like, no, dude, it's only 300 fucking Americans in the NBA, right? So we got to
Fact.
find a way to champion more people. I don't care about the top five and all that shit like that.
Man,
Fuck the top five.
that's what it's. Man, that's what it is. Bassett, man, appreciate you, my G. We locked in, man. We up out of here another time, my brother. Peace, respect.
Sweetos.
All right, my G.